Epsicons.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Sunday League Football with ourselves, Sporting Continental. Like the last 2 weeks, if you haven't already, check out the video we posted yesterday. It's what happened before this game kicked off. So go check that out, click the I at the top right hand side. Alternatively, the link to the video is in the description down below. Enough said, let's have a look at how we lined up for today's game against Battersea Dogs. In goal, number 1 is Fash Ibrahimi. Left back, we've got Cairo Kelly. Centre backs, we've got Hugo and VJ. And completing the toxic back 4 is Daniel Grant. In the middle of the park, we've got Aidan Cover alongside N'Jolo Kante, aka Joe Bailey, with Daniel Hughes in the 10. On the right, we've got Theo. On the left, the skipper Matt Drage returns to the starting lineup. And up front is Todd Joyce. We do have a full bench today, surprisingly. We've got John Jupp. We've got 99, Dami Oyatan. We've got new signing, Ben Mizzen. Number 2, Terry Obeng. And number 12 is Dexter Woolward. And the gaffer is Joe Anjup. Now I want to say thank you to Curtis from Battersea Dogs who got me their starting lineup, including the shirt numbers that their players wore. They do have only 10 men for today's game. In goal, they've got a good keeper, Ed Fairbairn. Left back, number 3, John Mitchell. Centre backs, they've got Pete Wilson alongside Nick Gollage. Right back, number 17 is Dudley Sawyer. In the middle of the pitch, they've got Joseph Booker, the skipper, alongside Curtis Chin. On the left hand side, they've got Hayden Heath. On the right, number 99 is Rob Asare. Number 9 up front is Dan O'Hara. No Christian for Battersea Dogs today. I've heard he's on call. Now, if you have a look at the league table there on your left hand side, you will see that a win today will guarantee us the Tony Eldridge Championship. So we've got to be switched on from the off. We know we're playing against 10 men. It's very easy to get complacent, and that's when mistakes kick in, and that's when you get punished. Now, I'm not too sure what's happened. There's a bit of a kick clash going on. We're playing in our purple. We do have the white shorts, thank God, or else I don't think this game would have gone ahead if I'm being completely honest with you guys. But anyway, Battersea get the kick off. The ball goes over the top in behind Danny here, and he's going to get to it and play it into Hugo. Hugo's going to cushion it into Joe. Joe's going to give it back to VJ. VJ's going to play it into the middle of the park. Aiden is going to play it forward, try to find the feet of Dan. It's given away and it's picked up by the number 5. He plays it out wide to 99. Rob Asari is coming forward here up against Kai. Kai's going to get his body in front of him and kick the ball out for a throw. So 5 minutes in here very early on, and the kick clash is going to play a part in this next clip. VJ is going to pass it straight into the Battersea Dogs player Booker, and then he's going to tackle Todd. VJ on the ball again, and this time he passes it to Hugo. Hugo's got time on the ball here, and he's going to drive forward into the Battersea Dogs half. He's going to have a look up and sees a run of Dan. He finds him beautifully. Dan up against the number 5, Pete Wilson. He turns him, has a shot with his left. It takes a deflection and goes into the feet of Aiden, and he's put that one into the back of the net, and we've taken the lead early on. That is not what Battersea Dogs would have wanted, especially being down to 10 men. You see Dan here turning, takes a deflection and it goes into Aiden's feet, who has the easiest of tap-ins, and it's 1-0 to the Cons. Hugo on the ball again, coming forward. We saw it last time, he picked out Dan. This time he's going to switch it out. It's another good pass into Danny. Bit of a heavy touch, but he manages to recover and get there ahead of the defender. Plays it into Theo. Theo takes a touch and he's going to play this one back all the way into the feet of Kai. Kai is then going to come inside and play it back to Hugo. Hugo being pressed there by Danny. He does the stiffest of shoulder drops, but manages to get away from Dan O'Hara. And then he plays it into the feet of Drage. Drage plays it back to Hugo. Hugo's going to then play it into Aiden. Aiden is going to play it to Dan, and Dan is going to tell Pete Wilson to close them. Plays it into the path of Aiden. Aiden into the box, squares this one into Todd. Todd takes a touch inside and then turns back out. Has a shot. It comes off Theo, who I think was offside. And yeah, the referee blows the whistle. And it's the right decision for me. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about that gentleman standing behind the goal. But first, look at this outrageous foul throw. That is the worst one Danny has ever done. And he's done a few, to be fair. Now, if you know Drage, you know he's got to be the center of attention and he's got to be heard every time. So here he is with his own foul throw. Theo with the ball driving inside, plays it to Drage. Dan goes on the overlap over the left-hand side. Dan is up here against Pete Wilson. Dan gets past him, has a shot with his left, and that's a fantastic save by Ed in goal for Battersea. This is a true story. Aiden once told us he's a different player once he's had his Weetabix, and look at that pass to Todd. He's definitely had his breakfast today, but Todd clearly hasn't. Puts that one wide. What a pass by Aiden, by the way. Now that gentleman that you see there behind the goal, no, not the goalkeeper, the gentleman with the jeans on. Now I didn't get his name, but he said he's seen us on YouTube, so he came down to support. I want to thank you so much for coming down. We really appreciate it. If you do come down again, I would love to get your name, but thank you so much for coming down. We really appreciate it. Now we come forward here again, and it's Dan at the edge of the box, plays it to Todd. Todd tries to chip it back to Dan. It doesn't come off. Battersea Dogs come forward here. Ball's played to Rob, who turns away well from Kai. Plays it back to Dan O'Hara. Ball bounces up and he shoots from inside his own half. Fash is going to be struggling to get this one here. Oh, and he gets the slightest of touches on that one by the looks of it. Woo, great attempt by Dan. Touch appreciation time. Todd. That was a beautiful accident. 42 minutes on the clock, and we've got a corner over the far side, and Todd takes a shot to Drage. Drage is going to lift this one into the box. Theo's going to get up, and it's in the back of the net, but I think that one's come off of Aiden's back. And that's his second goal of the day. Aiden redefining the destroyer's road. That does come off his back. Theo winning the initial header, but ultimately it's Aiden who's claiming the goal, and that's doubled our lead for the day so far. Battersea Dogs coming forward. It's not a great ball into the box, and we're going to come away with the ball here. Dan's going to take that one down on the turn, and look at that for a pass. Straight through to Drage. Drage in behind here. He's got Todd for support. The ball gets past Booker. He plays it into Todd. Todd takes a touch, and it's another save by Ed. Great save by the keeper. 45 on the clock, and we come forward again, and here's Theo playing it to Dan. Dan is going to come inside here, and he's going to set this one into Drage. Drage with the outside of his feet lifts it over the keeper, and that one's come off the post. Wow. Let's have a look at both of those chances. Let's see here, just as Drage squares it, the keeper is straight out to Todd. Good goalkeeping, to be fair, but we back Todd to score that. To be fair, we expect him to score that. And here we have Drage chipping it over the keeper, and it comes off the post. Now, Rob, Theo wanted me to tell you to close them. That's 2 nutmegs in 2 weeks by Theo. He's loving it. The ball breaks head to Danny. Tries to get across into the box, and is blocked by Nick Gollage. He plays this one back to Danny. Danny puts it into the box. Referee blows for the halftime whistle, and it finishes 2-0 to the Cons, but we're not happy.
There was a striker, the number 9. Someone coming with him, picking the ball up in space by himself, being able to turn it. They've got 10 men, we don't need him to be able to do that from the start. Obviously the pitch is bobbly, but when we get the ball we need to compose ourselves more in here. We've got Theo and Drage are both having to come deep to get on the ball. We shouldn't have to do that every single time. To get the ball here, they've got 10 men getting down. Obviously, we've got to get the touch right first because it's a wobbly pitch. But once we've got that, then we can get our heads up and look to go forward. At times we're getting a line of four or five, and when we get the ball, they're all dropping down. Every single one of their players is dropping deep to stop us playing through the gap. And we're all stood there waiting. We can have 1 or 2 come and try and drag them out a little bit and create a gap for someone to spin into, if we understand that. So say if we've got 3-4 in a line and Theo's furthest here, rather than him standing there, you can sort of walk a little bit, see if their player comes with him and someone spins into that gap behind him. And then the quality can be better, because at the moment we're launching it up for, alright, Drage is decent in the air, he can win his headers, but we're making it a 50-50 ball all the time. Don't need to. be more composed. Midfielders can get on the ball, move it, look to go left and right, work it across and move it back. This is actually the one day, right, it's a slightly wobbly surface, but it's the one day against 10 men, limited opposition, where we can actually get the ball and play a bit of football. And then when it's on to play that one forward, then go forward and we'll create the chances. The best spell we've had was the last 4 minutes after we went 2-0 up, and then all of a sudden we created 2, 3, 4 chances in a row. To play like that, difficult.
I think it's fair to say the gaffer wasn't happy, and to be fair, neither were the players. We've got to step it up, we've got to do better this half, but I also have to give credit to Battersea Dogs, who had a game plan. They have 10 men, and they've absolutely worked their socks off to frustrate us. It's only 2-0 and we scored a very early goal and a very late goal in the first half. So we've got to do better and hope they're a little bit less disciplined in this half. Now Japs decided to make 3 substitutions. Danny comes off and Terry comes on. Kai goes to right back and Terry comes to left back. Not that he plays there. We've got Ben Mizzen who's come on and Jolo comes off. And on the right hand side, Dami's come on and Theo's come off. Let's hope the players can make a difference. Battersea Dogs on the ball, and here you see they've got it with Curtis in the middle of the park, and he's going to be pressed here by Ben. He's looking for options, but 10 men is very limited. He does well to find space and play it out to Hayden. John Mitchell goes on the overlap. Hayden chooses not to play it to him. He plays it inside instead to Curtis. Curtis lays it back into the feet of Nick Gollage. He goes long. Kai's going to win the header here, and he's forced to Dan. Dan is going to switch this one to Drage. Look at this pass. That is ridiculous. Through to Todd. Todd through on goal here. He's put it past the keeper. Is it in the back of the net? Yes, it is. He gets his first goal of the game. It's a very good finish. Good goal, but what a pass by Drage. Keeper there. Maybe a little blinded by the sun. Didn't really... It looks like he showed Todd too much of the left-hand side. Todd doesn't care. Made no mistake. Put it past him. Look at this pass, though. Woo! Great pass on the volley. Good finish, too. Very easy to miss those. Todd will tell you that himself. I'm awaiting a nibble on that one. Not too sure what that noise was by Drage, if I'm honest. Now, Terry's from Ghana and Dami is from Nigeria. I've heard the two countries don't really get along. I didn't believe it until I saw this. Now, Kai with the ball over the far side, then he goes over the top looking for Drage. Drage lifts this one into the box and it bounces over the defender's head. It bounces over Dudley's head as well. Dan opens up his body, curls that one beautifully into the back of the net. And it's 4-0 and Dan gets his first of the game on the 50th minute. Maybe the sun there playing havoc again on the defenders. It was tough in the first half, so I know what they're going through, to be fair. But it's a great finish from Dan. Take nothing away from that. And it's 4-0. Now, from kickoff here, I think I'm going to have to go back to my Portuguese commentary. Bear with me. Bola passada pro Curtis. Ele erra o passe pro Dudley. O Drage entra na bola, bate de primeira. Gol! Golaço do Drage! Ninguém gosta dele, mas todo mundo gosta dos gols. Que golaço! Ele vê o goleiro fora da área. E bate de primeira no voleio e entra. Que golaço, vamos ver de novo. Controlado, goleiro sem chance. 5-0 para o Conde. 52.5 minutes on the clock. I got to feel a little bit for Battersea Dogs. It was always going to be tough with 10 men. And we've obviously stepped it up in this half. And here we come again. Curtis turning away, but Dami winning the ball. Curtis wants the foul. Referee doesn't give it to him. Dan gets away from the defender. Reverses this one into Drage. I think Dami just stole it off him there, to be fair. But look at that. You got to give credit to Battersea Dogs. Booker working hard there to get back and intercept. And to be fair to them, they did that all day. Kai with a throw. Throws it into Hugo. Hugo keeps it up and then does a few kick-ups. And then he's going to come across the pitch. VJ's going to step forward there, making space for Hugo to drive into. Hugo's then going to switch it. You see that bubble? Bloody hell. Hugo plays it to Terry. Terry plays it down line to Drage. Drage is then going to play it back inside into the feet of Hugo. Hugo's going to set it into Ben. Ben is going to lay it off into Drage. Drage has got space here and he reverses this one into the feet of Dan. And it's... If you're wondering what's going on, so am I. It's in the back of the net. It's 6-0. Dan puts it away. But look at it from this angle. Dan on the run. Hit that on the volley. Ed Fairburn will be a little bit disappointed with himself there. He would probably feel he should have kept that one out. But look at the technique on Dan. He has hit that first time whilst on the run on the volley. Love that. 6-0 to the Cons. I've been messaged a few times and people have asked me why I call it the George W. And first, let's acknowledge the technique on that pass from Dan to Drage. Superb pass. Now we call it the George W. and because that's where all the bushes are. And it's very cursed. Ask Todd. I mean, I'll be honest, I think Becca's laugh says it all. Todd will not want to see that one again, so the last thing we're going to do is show it over and over again. Listen, if you listen closely, you can hear it crashing into the George W. Don't believe me? Turn up your volume. Listen to this. You hear that? Just in case you didn't, just one more time. Todd, look away. We're not going to play it over and over again. Don't worry about it. And we're definitely not going to show it in slow motion. So, you know, don't worry about it too much. Now, we've got a controversial moment coming up, as controversial as it can be when you're 6-0 up or 6-0 down if you're looking at Battersea's one. Hugo's going to come forward here and he's going to play it into the feet of VJ. VJ's then going to play it into Ben, who, by the way, Ben, playing his first game for us today, decided to ask us for a size small t-shirt. We're not sure why, but apparently he wanted to look hench in the video so he could show his friends that he's been going gym. And here you see the tackle comes in. Dudley doesn't get the ball and it looks like it was in the area to me. That's the whole reason I slowed down that video. And it's a pen. And it's the right decision for me. And Ben can stop holding his breath. Oh, maybe not. As Aiden steps up to score his first hat-trick for the Cons. And he makes no mistake from the penalty spot. And that is 7-0. He puts the penalty. He sends Ed Fairburn the wrong way. Dodgy celebration. But you know, these Jamaicans, if there was a stage there, Aiden would have jumped off it. Congratulations on your first hat-trick for the Cons, and no, you cannot take the ball home. Battersea Dogs with the ball over the far side, then it's going to play it into Dan O'Hara. He's going to battle with Ben and his small shirt. And look at Ben doing all the running here. He gives the ball away, but look at the running he's doing. He's done more running in 20 minutes than Drage has in 3 seasons. And the ball's going to end up with Dan O'Hara again. Plays it to Booker. Booker gets it out wide. I think it's to Hayden. And he tries to play it into Dan O'Hara. He gets intercepted there. VJ on the ball. Plays it to Ben's small shirt again. And Ben tries to go over the top. He can't breathe. And the ball ends up here with Drage. Drage over the top into Todd. Todd in behind. Keeper's off his line. Todd puts it past the keeper. Oh, and the defender just can't get there. And it's in the back of the net. And it's 8-0. Todd gets his second of the game. He's still pissed off at the George W, so doesn't even celebrate. It's a good finish. Defender there, desperately trying to make it back. Just doesn't manage to. Unlucky there, Pete Wilson. It's a goal by Todd. Dan, I'm sorry. I wish we managed to get this one on video. He has absolutely trapped that ball, by the way. Fantastic first touch. Gets it out to Hayden. Hayden up against Danny over the far side. Dan goes across to... There's too many Dans on the pitch. Dan turns away here. But Ben again working hard with his extra small top. And he breathes out. And he manages to knock Dan off balance. His shot goes easy to Fash. Battersea Dogs coming forward here again. And it's John Mitchell plays it out wide into Hayden. Hayden coming forward here. Plays it over the top into Dan. Dan manages to get a touch on it before VJ. He cuts inside. Waiting for some support here. It's tough. Battersea have been working hard all game. He goes back into Booker. Booker plays it back then into the feet of Pete Wilson. Pete's going to play it out wide into the feet of John Mitchell. Getting pressed there by Dammy. They were passing well, Battersea, but this pass has got Nick looking like he's running on quicksand. And is given away here. And Drage through on goal. One-on-one with the keeper. It's Dammy on the ball over the far side. Then he comes forward here and he squares it into Dan. Dan comes inside, lays this one off to Terry. Terry opens up, hits it first time and it's in off the post. Hey, Terry, that's a great finish. I might be wrong, but I think that's Terry's 3rd goal of the season. That's not bad for a left back, even though he plays up front more times than not. Constantly out of position. But hey, if you score like this, we won't be too angry. Unless you fall in the box after you headed the ball. So it's Njolo with the ball and he turns out and he goes towards Terry and he plays it out to him. Terry having just scored Not a great pass there, to be fair. Gives it to Booker, but Booker's heavy touch gives it back into Terry. Gives him another chance to get it forward into the feet of Drage. The ball ends up here with Theo. Fantastic pass from Theo into Dami. Dami in behind the defense. Through on goal. Back of the net. And that is 10. And we have reached double figures. Dami Oyatan gets on the score sheet. It's a very good pass by Theo. It's a very good finish by Dami. It's a good all-around goal. 10-0 to the Cons. John Mitchell on the ball for Battersea Dogs. And he's going to eventually play this one inside to Curtis. Curtis is going to take a touch forward here. He's looking for options. He decides to go for a switch and a diag, but Hugo heads this one down to Juppy. Juppy tries to find Ben and his small t-shirt. He doesn't find him, and Danny's going to show good feet here, to be fair to him, and he gets away from a few of our players. He ends up having a shot with his left. Cut off his left foot. Clearly doesn't need it. So Battersea coming forward here. The ball is won by Dan, and the 50-50 there between Curtis and Njolo. John Mitchell showing good feet there, but he runs into Dan. Juppy plays it forward into Theo. Theo's going to thread it through to Dan over the far side, who is in space. Dan is going to cut this one back to the edge to Dami. Woo! Crossbar clattered. Listen to the sound. Unlucky there by Dami, and as you see there on your screen, our left back forward was right up there with him. Theo plays the ball to Hugo. Hugo with a horrendous pass into Rob. Rob driving in here. The ball's going to end up on the edge of the box with, I think it's Hayden. He shoots on his left, and that one goes straight into Fash's hands. Fash with the kick out of his hands. We know he's got a fantastic kick. The ball goes over the top of John Mitchell, and the Sun definitely played a part on that one as he misjudged the ball. And Dami out wide with the defender to beat. Goes past him like he's not there, to be fair. Cuts this one back to Dan. Dan hits it and it's in the back of the net. And that is Dan with his hat-trick. That's our 11th goal of the day. Good play by Dami, it must be said. Very good play. He cuts this one back to Dan, who manages to get a very good first touch to control it. And then he just put it past the keeper into the far side. 11-0 to the Cons. Corner over the far side. Drage goes across to take it into the box, and he goes past everyone, and it's Dami with an acrobatic effort. Oh my god, I think that's cleared off the line, and Rob is going to get this one cleared. As the ball came into the box, it evaded everyone, and it's Dami with a very good acrobatic effort, and it's Curtis with the clearance off the line. By the way, Maria.2000 on Instagram. She takes amazing pictures. Make sure you guys follow her. Ball in the air, and Todd is going to head it out into the feet of Ben and his small shirt. He reverses it into Joe with his medium shirt. By the way, Juppy, check if there's a rip on the number 4 shirt. Look at Ben. Mate, you can't be lifting your arms up like that when you've got a small shirt. So 90 minutes on the clock, and Battersea get this ball onto the halfway line into Booker. Booker spreads it into Curtis. Referee allowing the game to go on here. They play it forward into Dan O'Hara. Dan is going to reverse it. Reverse it into Hayden. And as they come forward, they're going to launch this one into the box, and it's going to evade everyone. They see Theo working hard to get to the ball first before Rob. He turns, he sets this one off into Juppy. Juppy plays this one forward into Joe. Joe plays it back to Theo. Theo coming forward, plays it into the middle of the pitch, into Drage's feet. Drage plays it back out to Theo. Theo's got Booker in front of him trying to stop it, but Theo plays it into Todd. Todd plays this one back to Drage. Drage plays it out to Dami. And shots don't come any more Deontay Wilder than this one. And with that, the referee blows the final whistle, and we get the 3 points that confirm us as champions of our division. I want to give a massive shout out to Battersea Dogs, Curtis, Booker, and all the guys there. They are good guys, to be fair. 10 men was always going to be difficult for them, and they worked their absolute socks off. I cannot take that away from them. But as you see the league table there in gold, we are officially champions of the Tony Eldridge division. Finally, we've reached the Prem. We will be playing there next season. We've done it with 2 games to spare. And if you made it this far, don't turn off just yet. We have received the trophy. We are going to be lifting it. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. Leave a comment down below. It's absolutely free. I want to thank the gentleman that came to watch us today. I want to thank Maria, who very last minute agreed to come and take pictures of us. So Maria.2000 on Instagram. Make sure you follow her. She's got some amazing photos on there. The concert champions. Ben can now remove his extra small t-shirt. and I will see you guys next week.
All our games, and Becca does it for free, so I want to say thank you to Bex. Thank you. And obviously since we've started this team, yeah, the person handing us the trophy has been here every week. I haven't even been here every week, but she's been here every week, so I want to thank Mama Jap as well. So with that, if you want to hand over the trophy to us, oh sorry, Drage.
What to him?